Okay, so today I'm going to show you about how to make a simple application in Xcode. So we're going to open up Xcode and we're going to create a new project and make it view-based, and I'll do tutorial 1. And so we'll start out and maximize that. And so let's go into this view, and what we'll do is we'll launch the nib file for interface builder. So right here we'll launch it, and let's see, we should now drag on a text field right here. That's a button. Whoops. Text field and a button that'll say OK, and we'll drag on a label. So we'll put the label right there. We'll put it about there. We'll make it take up the whole thing, and right there. So we'll just leave the label there. Then we'll add a placeholder, and we'll say put your name here. Okay, so now we'll switch back into Xcode and let's begin. So first what we'll do is let's declare each one of the things we inputted. So we're going to make an IB outlet, so it'll show up in interface builder, a UI text field, and we'll just name it name field. Then we'll name another IB outlet, and let's just get this UI label, and we'll do it name display. Okay, so now we need to generate the getters and setters. So I'm going to add a property to each one of these so we can set it from certain properties, or else it won't let us reset things. We'll make it non-atomic, so it won't do things on its own, and we'll make it retain its value automatically. And then we just redeclare it a UI text field, and it'll be name field. So we're going to just do the same. We're going to add a property, non-atomic, retain, IB outlet, UI label, and we'll do name display. So that about leaves us. Then when we add a property, we have to do the synthesize method. So we'll do synthesize name field, and we'll synthesize the name display. So now we can switch back into our header file. To quickly switch back, just scroll with 3 fingers, and now we're going to add a function, and instance level functions or methods for classes you start with a dash. Now IB action, so it'll show up in interface builder as an action. They're basically void actions that show up in interface builder. They don't really return anything, and we'll just name it display name or display greeting. Okay, good. So now we have to declare it in our implementation, so we'll just re-add it. Void display greeting. Good. Now, and we'll get in. So now what we'll need to do probably is go back into interface builder and re-edit everything. So we'll hook everything up to what it is. So name display. Notice it won't let me hook it up there. I'm going to hook it up to the label. I'm going to hook the name field. It won't hook up to the label. It will hook up to the text field. Then a display greeting is a received action. And I can make it when they input text start or when they click the button. I'll make it when they put the button, and the one I'm looking for is touch up inside. So good. So now I'm going to save this. I'm going to go to File and Save, and then I did the wrong one. File, Save. There. So now it should be back to when I build it, it'll succeed because no warning. So then I'll say and a string greeting equals name field dot text, a text property, and that'll work. It also has probably a character count, and it'll just tell me that there's an unused variable. So now I'm going to go and in the okay, so we're actually not going to do this though, because that would just not make sense. We're going to have more of a message. So I'm going to rename this message, just to be more specific. Now I'm going to use one of the class level methods, so I'm going to make it an NS string that strings with a format. It's a class level method, so I don't actually have to allocate and initialize a message, which is nice. Very good for the memory. And I'm just going to type in hello, and then I'm going to do a placeholder, and it's going to be the string symbol. It's an honor to greet you. Now, I'm going to break this down because you can do that in Objective-C. I'm going to then do a comma, and I could do the name field.text like I always could, or the Objective-C way would be I do name field and then the text property. So then I'm going to end this outer bracket, and there we go. So move this back a little bit. Okay, so now message becomes the unused variable. So now we're going to do the name display dot text, and I could do it this way, equals message. But that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how I do it in Objective-C. So you may think I'd just go like this. Field text equals or name display text equals message. But that's not how it works. I would go name field set text, and I'd set it to message. So let's see how this works. It seems to work pretty well. So now I'm going to just run this. iPhone simulator, put your name here. I'm going to say Ari, and I'm going to click OK. Hello Ari, it's an honor to greet you. So now we have one more problem. We want the keyboard to go away. So all I'm going to do is, since it's Objective-C, I'm going to put it in brackets. I'm going to do name field resign first responder, and that's going to make it resign the text. So there's other ways you can make it when they press the return key, but I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to do, so now I can type in my name and press OK, and there goes the keyboard, and then it just gets called back, and I can just press OK to dismiss it. So that's pretty much our first iPhone application. Thanks for watching.